Okay, just took that the last skim pass of 3 thou, and we should be there. Nice. Nice snug fit, sweet. All right. You guys can see that on camera or not. Let me move it around. And just pretty good. I'm curious what the cutter did over here. If it got any deflection or not. Is that 612, 611, 8, 612, 1. All right, cool. I was worried it was going to be off. You know, nice. Now it's time to connect the column to the base. So I've got the column in. I'm going to use 2 1/4 cap head screws. Come in 500 thou. From the bottom, I've come up 0.485, half the distance of the base. So pretty simple. I'm just going to drill through holes on this column, and then we've got to countersink. So I've got a 2 fluter here, go down about 400 thou. Pretty easy stuff. Yeah, no, I got a end mill and a drill chuck, but we're just going to go down and open up this hole. We're not doing any side milling or anything. It'll be fine for this application. All right, one done. I'll do the other one off camera, you know, do a little chamfer on them. And we'll be good to go. Holes are drilled and countersunk. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to transfer punch it. I got it against the Kurt vise, so I've got a backstop here. This is more of a sanity check. I mean, we've got our numbers, but at this stage of the game, you don't want a bozo, right? So this will help to be where we need to be. If you guys can see the 2 holes. So now we need to drill and tap them. So I already drilled the holes with the number 7, and I'm tapping 1/4 just hand tapping. Got my Starrett 91A. And using one of those taps that eject the chips out. Since this is a blind hole we're tapping, I went down about 650 thou. Okay, let's get this thing together, see how we did. I don't know if this mic's picking it up, but it's pouring down rain right now. So I guess it's a good thing. It'll melt all that snow we had. It's about 45 degrees or so. So, warm winter day. Let's see here. That one's going in good. That's a plus. 1 down, 1 to go. See how deep I had to countersink them to get engagement down there. This one's a smidgen snug, but it's going, so must have been off a few thou. It's not going in as smoothly as the other one, but it's going in. So. Alright, cool. Let's see, hopefully we did pretty good. And she is perpendicular and right with the world. May have a smidgen of a lean to it. Well, it's consistent all the way through. Maybe it's my square. Hold it up enough. Alright, well, good enough for what we're doing. So now I think the next step is going to be go ahead and trim the top off and get our hull located so we can make sure we can cover the maximum diameter. This is going to be a 6-inch cutter, so I think we'll just go get my scale here. So if we go 3 inches and I don't know, maybe a quarter or 200 thou, that'll give us just a little bit of clearance there from the base. Let me get that marked out and we'll move forward. All set up. I'm going to go ahead and get that 1-inch hole drilled. Drilled the hole out to about 59/64. Now I've got a 2-flute high-speed steel American-made cutter, 1-incher. So let's take the hole down to the bottom. I may need to slow it down. We'll see. Maybe a little bit fast. But don't have that much material removed, so. Rat's nest out of here because it's just skimming the sides. Going down a total depth of 1 inch. About halfway there now. Just taking it easy. Need some chip evacuation here. Killed that extra light. Maybe you can see this. We're about to depth, but quill may be in the way. Just taking it easy since we're taking a big bite right now at the bottom of the hole. Got about 20 thou more to go. Alright, we're there. Sweet. Let me move you there so you can see. And I'll turn this light on. It kind of washes out. It's a heck of a reflection. It's only the bad thing about those LEDs. So now we got a nice hole. So I got the hole done. And I got a hole through. Basically a set screw, or actually probably more of a cap screw will go through to pull the shaft in. And now I'm just kind of getting down to the brass tacks of how I want stuff to work, because once the shaft comes out we got to have a spacer because obviously we're dealing with different thicknesses of cutters to make this universal. So I'm kind of figuring out how far out we need. The finger's got to come up. Finger will be mounted here. She's got to slide. So I think really got too much real estate right here. It's about 950 thou from this column to the end of the base. I don't know if you guys can see that. Although I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to shave off 450 thou. That leaves me 1/2 inch, and that will be plenty of room for the screw that's going to hold this sliding fixture. You know, that'd be enough real estate, enough threads. So I think what I'm going to do is have some fun with the shaper. We'll go take this over to the G&E, and we'll just shave off 450 thou. Well, I'll tell you, on a cold day like today, it's nice having the wood stove right next to the shaper. So this is quite comfortable. Anyways, I've got my shield up, try to contain the flying chips. I'm going to get you guys set up hopefully in a good spot. I got it dialed in 100 thou depth of cut. We'll do a 30 thou step over and see how she likes it. Let me get you down and over here so you don't get knocked. And we'll give it a shot from there. I'll probably have to move the camera around a little bit. The feed, and here we roll. Well, let's take about 150. Shouldn't be a problem. 150. Well, not too bad of a mess. Looks like the shield worked out pretty good. Just picking up all the chips are in this general area, so that's good. Of course, you got a normal pile on top of the machine. Let's get her out. Of course, I didn't think about, I had drilled these holes and tapped them about 650, 700 thou. So then now they're exposed. I guess the good thing is that the sliding piece that holds the finger is going to be in front of it, so you won't see them, but still something you don't think about when you're engineering on the fly. So let's get this piece out and get back over to the bench. Let me kill this LED since it washes out. Maybe you guys see that. Well, let me try this light just to explain. So it's time to cut the bracket that holds the finger. That's the slot that we need. Got a 7/32 stubby in there, and I'm just going to peck most of that meat out, and then we'll come back with a 1/4 inch end mill, and we'll just finish the slot. I won't bore you with showing me and drilling all those holes. I'll bring you back when I, do maybe a finishing pass or something with the end mill, cleaning up and getting that slot where it needs to be. Get a little light in there, so holes are drilled. Got a 2-flute carbide end mill in, American made, so now it's time to chew it out and make it a slot. Not sure how well you can see that, but just got it wrapped up. Just cleaning it up. Running about 1500 RPM and just been going down 100 thou at a time. Just taking it easy. No rush. Let the cutter do the work. And I'm coming up on 3 inches. Right there. Alrighty. Take a look at her and see what she looks like. Get a better angle since that light's probably washing it out. But cool. Let's see if that lighting will work. I killed the big LED. So what I got to do now is we're going to mill a pocket for the cap head screw and the washer to sit in, so it's recessed, so it's below flush, it's not sticking up. The diameter of the washer is 515 thou, so I'm going to take it to 520 thou, give us a couple thou on each side. Got a 1/2 inch 4-flute carbide end mill in there, so if it cuts true, then we'll just have to move up 10 thou and then move down 10 thou to get that total 520. And this from here to the bottom measures about 300 thou, so that's how deep we got to go. So let's get it cranked up and we'll countersink this slot. So I'm just going to plunge 150 thou and then we'll start moving on the x-axis. About 100 now. Just feeding by hand on the fine feed here. Alright, we're there. Lock the quill, unlock the X, and start making it bigger. May have to slow her down. I'm running 800 now. Well, I finished the second pass. This is a 506 gauge pin. 507 doesn't fit. So, end mill cut about 6 thou large, 3 thou each side, obviously. So, all I gotta do is open her up now. Another 14. I'll just make a pass 7 thou each side, and I'll bring you guys back when I'm done.